Hello everybody, you are watching Epic Pokemon TCG, and in today's video guys, what I got for you, I'm going to try not to say Roaring Mew this time. We have a gameplay between Mew VMAX and Roaring Moon, and this gameplay was a little short just because both decks just kind of take prizes really quickly off of each other, and so I figured I would go ahead and take this opportunity to show you guys the deck list that I'm going to be using in this video. So this is a list that I saw online, and the reason why I went ahead and net decked an online list is because I've never really gotten a chance to use the Fusion Strike version of Mew. I've been more accustomed to the Double Turbo version. So this deck is going to give you access to other attackers aside from Mew, and so you'll be able to actually use stuff like Meloetta, Deoxys, and Ice-Q. And in some crazy situations, you can also attack with Genesect if that ever happens, but I don't recommend trying. But yeah, so you're going to have access to Alessa Sparkle, which is going to give you some energy acceleration. And then on top of that, you are also going to be able to hit for the max amount of damage that you would normally do because Double Turbo won't always be limiting your damage. And we also have a new addition in this deck, which is going to be the Professor's Turtle card. I hate cards like this just because I always have like a bad run-in with them. But I figured this is too good to put in here, especially since Mew has 310 HP. So if it can survive a hit, you can just pick it up and kind of give your way, I guess give yourself another way to deny your opponent 3 prizes other than Mew V's first attack. Or second attack, excuse me. So, yeah, I figured since this was a little bit on the shorter side, I would go ahead and just showcase the deck list. I know that I probably should have been doing that anyway, or at least linking them in the description below. So forgive me on that. But yeah, I hope you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the gameplay because this is very stressful. I was supposed to have 2 gameplays, but I didn't hit record on the other one. I judged and path locked the Roaring Moon deck, which was really funny. And then I had like 2 Fusion Strike energy. Like my prizes sucked, and I was just sitting there attacking with a Meloetta for like 100 and I think it was like 120 because I had a double turbo on it. It was a rough game, but anyway. So you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the gameplay. Alright everybody, welcome to the gameplay. I almost told y'all good morning. That wouldn't have made sense because I think I'm uploading this later in the day. But for context, I have a cup of coffee in my hands and I got a blanket over me and I'm just here to talk about Pokemon. I rolled out of bed and turned on my PC, so I'm kind of awake, I think. I went to the kitchen after I turned on my PC, made some coffee, and I came and I sat down. So here we are. Now, when my opponent flipped over that Darkrai V, I thought to myself, well, there went my gameplay. But somehow, some way, we got one. Now, you noticed I attached to the Mew V on the bench. That's because I was like, I don't know if my opponent's going to get a turn 1 Roaring Moon. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to risk getting attached to the active one. So I'm just going to hold off there. And my opponent actually Ionos me. Yes, I'm losing 2 Power Tablet, but I am getting a fresh hand of 6. So, hey, that's pretty nice. And, this is what I've been wanting to upload whenever I, came back to posting videos sort of on a regular basis is, I wanted to upload just straight up gameplay videos. Not really like necessarily like deck discussion videos, but just like some random games like this deck versus this deck, because that's what I used to do that a little bit. And those were the videos I enjoyed doing. Just getting like a cool gameplay for you guys and just posting it, It was content that I enjoyed doing as my opponent gets the turn 1 Squawkabilly. And we do see 1 energy on that Roaring Moon. And, well, my opponent needs a lot here to get this turn 1. So, I think I'm okay as we see the booster energy capsule thing going on there, giving it 290 HP, making it pretty difficult to knock out. And this is just one of those games, like, they hit me, take a bunch of prizes, I have to hit them and take more prizes faster, but they're taking 3 opposed to my 2, and it's just one of those things. And I realized that after like turn 1, maybe I just stop hitting Cramomatic. Like I'll get 1, I think, around per game on average, and it's usually like the first one I play, which is pretty early. After that, I just don't hit them. And I just had to read that card because I just woke up. I do draw into the Forest Stone, so my plan of action is going kind of well. My goal is to try to bring up that Roaring Moon, almost call it Salamence, and I'm going to try to knock it out. Am I going to be able to do that? We will see. I put myself in one of those weird positions like I normally do. I don't really think it's necessarily a misplay. More than like it was just I mathed kind of wrong, but it ended up kind of working in my favor. And we'll get to that here in just a second. As I'm just digging and throwing every single Genesect I can on the bench. Holy crap. Alright. And here I was talking about I didn't want to play this like double turbo Mew. Look at me. Alright, so we do have access to Start Alchemy, so I'm just going to go ahead and play at Lost Vacuum. And I don't know if I should have done that. I don't know. I really don't, but we'll just kind of, we'll see. All right, so, well, okay. So I say I don't know if I should have done that. I did that because I thought I had the KO, but I'm 10 short. However, my other thought process throughout that turn was to just either go for the Darkrai or go for the Squawk ability. However, I take 2 prizes. They promote that Roaring Moon that's in the active position now. They knock me out. I promote my second Mew. Try to knock it out or try to set up a Meloetta. Don't know if I get it. And then they just bring up something else, knock me out, and they win. So I was like, okay. I'm putting them at 220 damage. They have to knock themselves out. Yes, they're going to have a hand of 5, but they have to like reset their board up. So that was like kind of my, like, I guess saying that's fine at the end of it. Whenever I was like looking at my field, I was just kind of like, you know what? It sucked that I was short damage, but I think like in hindsight, aside from getting like 2 prizes, maybe that was the play. I don't know. Moving on. It's one of those weird situations. That's what I do. I put myself in these weird situations that for some reason end up working out. I don't know. All right, so we're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball for the Mew V. And I do have a Lesser Sparkle if I want to go for the energy attachment. However, I think since I'm able to do the, is it Techno Blast? Sure, we're going to say Techno Blast. I'm able to do Techno Blast without any like damage getting shortened or anything. So I'm feeling like, you know what? I need to go for the boss play, bring up that second Roaring Moon, and just knock it out. That's the play. And we see that I do indeed miss another Cramomatic. And I'm just like, you know what? I really need to get this boss. So I went ahead and shuffled that second one in and ended up drawing the other one along with the Fusion Strike energy. So that was a clutch Genesect draw there. And I'm just kind of looking here. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just go ahead and pitch these Lesser Sparkles. I don't know if I really need them now. And I decided not to grab the Mew just because I want to try to draw some more cards. Now, maybe I shouldn't have discarded the Lesser Sparkle. Who knows? But I'm going to try to go for this Cramomatic here again. Because I think I'm gunning for Path. And I end up hitting it. Yep. Okay. So that's kind of my strategy when I play Roaring Moon. Now I think whenever I'm using Mew is just try to end. Oh, sorry. And I hit my desk every time I do a commentary. Just end everything I'm doing before I attack with a Path play. So there we go. I'm able to Techno Blast for 240, blah, 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 or stuttering, and go down to 2 prize cards, puts my opponent in a difficult position. And I think they concede here in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and close out the commentary. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Like I said, I enjoy uploading these random gameplay videos. They're just fun to me. Let me know if there's a specific, oh baby, Pacific. Yeah, let me know if there's a Pacific deck that you guys want me to play online, and I will try to get that up for you guys. But thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all here in a couple days with another commentary video. I'm gonna be trying to wait for that one. Y'all take care. Love you. This is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out.
Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.